Looking for a home with river or ocean views? While buying a waterfront home can be a great investment, it can also be challenging. Whether it's a house on a river or a beach house you want, we recommend learning the ins and outs of waterfront home ownership before you commit. Here are 10 tips for buying a waterfront home in today's market. Tip number 1. Understand the purpose of your waterfront home before you begin the house hunting process. It's important to have a good understanding of why you want to buy a waterfront home in the first place. Will it be your primary home? Will you entertain guests? Will you plan to buy it as an investment property or rent it out? Do you intend to retire in the house? These are the sorts of questions you should ask yourself. Once you decide on the purpose of the home, you'll have an easier time identifying whether a potential home has the amenities you need. This means less time wasted on homes that aren't a fit and more time touring potential prospects. Tip number 2, research the area and talk to the neighbors. One of the best things you can do before buying a waterfront home or any home is to research the area and talk to the people you'll be living near. Make sure the neighborhood and local culture are a good fit for your needs. For instance, if you're looking for peace and quiet, don't purchase a home in an area where loud noise levels and it's a party scene. On the other hand, if you're looking for a social environment, you may want to live in a place where loud gatherings are allowed. It's also a good idea to research the neighborhood to make sure the place has amenities you want. Tip number 3, read all the HOA rules first. Many waterfront homes are located in HOA communities with rules about everything from renting your property to caring for your yard. If the beach house or home on the river is part of an HOA, make sure you're comfortable with these rules before purchasing the property. In addition to strict rules about rentals and yard appearances, many HOAs must approve all improvements you make to a home before the work can be carried out. This might include changes to the house itself or changes to a dock. Tip number 4, check insurance rates. Insurance rates tend to be higher for waterfront homes than traditional homes. And why? Proximity to water often means potential damage from natural disasters and elements. Think flooding, hurricane winds, tropical storms, moisture in the air. When seeking homeowners insurance, make sure you speak with an agent about all your options. You may need to consider buying separate insurance for different parts of the home, such as a water dock. Flood insurance is typically a separate policy as well, and those who live right on the water or near water should purchase flood insurance. Tip number 5, be prepared to act quickly. You know what they say, you snooze, you lose. That's often the case when it comes to purchasing a waterfront home. After all, there are only so many homes located on a river or a beach. With such a limited supply, we recommend having all your ducks in a row before beginning the house hunting process. This means finding a reputable realtor, researching the area, making your budget, and getting pre-approved for a mortgage. Tip number 6, keep privacy in mind. While beach and river homes may come with a number of amenities and advantages, one thing they often don't have is privacy. Unless the home is located on a private beach or a secluded area, you're not going to have a lot of privacy. If the area is attractive and popular amongst vacationers, you can bet there are going to be scores of people boating and socializing within a short distance of your home. If you prefer more privacy, you may need to add landscaping like privacy hedges or window treatments to make your home more private. Tip number 7, prepare yourself for regular maintenance. It's no secret that waterfront properties require a good deal of maintenance and upkeep. This wear and tear is often weather related from heat, humidity, storms, and other natural disasters. Homes by the beach may also be negatively affected by salt air. River homes with bulkheads and water docks will also need regular maintenance and upkeep, as water exposure can significantly age things. Before buying a home, it's important to understand the full scale of these needs. You'll likely want a number of handymen and maintenance professionals to service the home. and we recommend asking the sellers and neighbors for reliable recommendations. Tip number 8, don't skip the inspection. While it's tempting to skip an inspection when trying to appeal to sellers, it's not always a smart move, especially when purchasing a waterfront property. Given how vulnerable river homes and coastal homes are to natural disasters and weather-related wear and tear, it's important to know exactly what you're buying. Otherwise, you could end up having to pay for expensive repair costs and necessary updates. Skipping an inspection could also be dangerous, especially if the home has serious safety concerns like mold, foundation problems, and leaking roofs. There are just a few common problems that inspectors encounter when looking at waterfront homes. Tip number 9, make necessary updates when you buy the home. When buying a waterfront home, make necessary updates early on to avoid facing expensive repairs or worse, expensive damage later. Unfortunately, waterfront homes tend to take a beating over the years. Even newer construction homes will need the occasional update. Remember that not all homes in hurricane-prone areas are made of hurricane-proof materials. Many older wood frame homes may not be able to withstand the elements. If you buy an older home in a hurricane-prone area, you may need to replace old windows with hurricane-proof windows made of impact-resistant glass. If you don't replace the windows, you'll need to ensure the home has the appropriate hurricane shutters. River homes may also need siding replacement or a dock replacement if the dock is more than 20 years old. Tip number 10, don't overlook climate change concerns. No doubt about it, climate change should be a serious consideration when buying a waterfront property. Rising sea levels and increasing severe weather could negatively affect waterfront homes in the future. Those purchasing a coastal home located directly on the beach may want to opt for a home on stilts, one that's raised, over an older home at ground level. Be sure to ask what the local municipality is doing to combat climate change effects in the area, for instance, improving seawalls and adding sandbags. My name is Amanda Bolwell with homesanytime.com with I&I Realty. I hope this has been informative and has given you food for thought before purchasing your home on the water. If you are considering moving to Jacksonville or living in a waterfront home, please contact me. Please like and subscribe, and I thank you for watching.